Okay, here we go. Game 2 between the Rocks and the Steelers. Obviously Dino won game 1 yesterday. We are about to drop the puck. Game number 2 is underway. The Rocks are looking for something. The Steelers want a second win. And oh my god, look at this! Oh, what a goal! It didn't take long for the Steelers to get on the board, did it? Straight away, they are on fire. Straight away the Steelrays or the Rocks give up a breakaway, and it's a goal through Max Carter. And what a goal that was. Yeah, you can just see here, Max Carter just runs through. It's a lovely move and scores. It's a lovely move there. We're not even a full minute into the game, and the Steelers are not messing about today. They mean business, and they want a second, and they put it wide. Ryan is battling away. Steelers are looking aggressive today. McCarthy! It looked like McCarthy was going to get a goal there. And you know, McCarthy's a really, really good player, because as we saw in yesterday's game, McCarthy is one of those players who yesterday he'd take a shot and he was able to score it. But the start from the Dinnington Steelers signals what they want to do today. Eastwood gives it up to Jordan. Good save by Lamy as the Rocks wanted an equaliser, but Dino were coming rushing down the other end. Carter again leading the charge. Steelers let it out the zone, but they're doing really well. Look at them spinning round the Rocks players. And now the Rocks have got a breakaway, and Lamy says, oh no you don't. Lamy denies Richards at the pad save. Bennett, Rohan Bennett trying to bring the Steelers in. Steelers are getting aggressive. Lee Hawkridge wasn't able to continue his play. Septon, Passmore, Bennett. Steelers have died out a bit, but they've got the lead through Max Carter in that first minute. And Lamy will continue to deny the Rocks at all corners. I think one of the big lessons that the Steelers obviously needed to learn going into today's game was that the Rocks are really good at out-shooting their opponent, but what they're not good at is finding a goal in that moment where you're out-shooting your opponent. Steelers obviously were outshot yesterday and then went 2-1 up after all that. Royal didn't go for Royal, as just went aside. Steelers were able to get away from the stick of Naylor, and that took a weird flip. Ruop, Ingolstadt defender. Parr taken over by Hudson. Here's Halloween to Pearson. Ruop again. Parr to Walker. Steelers struggling to get through, but they've got through now. What a pass! And what a goal by Luke Royal. They struggled to get through, but when they did, it's straight into the back of the goal. Royal was there on time to slap it past, and the Steelers are 2-0 up. So Steelers 2-0 up in Sheffield. Not a great start for the Rocks, who were so good yesterday. I'm going to get a slashing call on the Steelers here. Yeah, if you get your stick out like that and you hit the other player, Euro's going to get a slashing call, and Lily Eastwood is going to sit for 2 here. You know, I think Lily Eastwood is going to be one of our best players. She might not look it right now, but when we get fully into the season, she is going to be one of those players who is going to set up chances. And that was a really good block by Scarlett Cooper. What a save by Lamy as he denies the Rocks in front of the goal. Just to remind you, this is now the first team of the Dinnington Steelers. The second team is the OHL team. They're in action today against the Swallownest Sharks. Today and tomorrow, Steelers are able to get this one out. One thing I saw about the Steelers penalty kill yesterday is that they had a lot of short-handed chances in that moment, the penalty kill, and they look like they're going to have one here. Oh, and Scarlett Cooper taken down, and nothing was to be said from the refs on that chance as Richards is trying to bring the Rocks through. It's all scrapped in the corner. Else denied by Lamy. Lamy's played really well this period, and Richards scores. Why is it every time I say that a goalie plays really well that they get in eventually? It is 1-2. Through Leo Richards. And now the Steelers have to stop it from being 2-2. Rupp getting held up at the boards. Watts. Steelers bringing it in through Brian. Brian, good save by Naylor. Brian Foster's a really good player. You might think, well, why isn't he scoring all the time? Isn't that what he's meant to do? No. His best play is assists. He's really good at getting assists and setting up plays, like the Steelers are doing right now, and that's Brian Foster's big job. He sets up the play. Steelers trying to make it 3-1. You can see right now the pressure from the Steelers. Brian! We talk about him, and he's shown up. And when the Steelrays thought they were going to tie it at 2, Brian Foster's made it 3-1. And again, the pressure at the boards from the Steelers was all too much. And they are 3-1 up, and what a goal by Brian that is. So goal scored Brian Foster, the goal assisted by Sam Ruop. And the Steelers are 3-1 up here in Sheffield. They want to go 4-1 up. They're going to try and do so. McCarthy! It is 4-1 through Jordan McCarthy. It is his 4th of the season. And this has got from bad to worse for the Rocks, aka the Steelrays. And the Steelers have taken a bite out of them in this first period. It's every time these two teams meet, Dinnington always seem to come really well into the game, and today they've done just that. McCarthy's one of the best defenders in the league, and he wants a second, and he's got it! Jordan McCarthy is on fire right now. He's got 2 goals in a minute. And the Steelrays, who made it 1-2 just a few minutes ago, it is now 1-5. I know they're called the Rocks, but I'm going to call them the Steelrays anyway because it sounds nicer. 5-1 to the Steelers in one period, and they're coming at them again. Parr, Walker. Imagine if it was 6-1, that would have really put... Oh no! And Saunders makes the save as Naylor has clearly had enough, as Saunders has came in replacement of Naylor. And you know, the Steelrays were saying, oh look at us, we're going to be such a good team, look at our roster. You've lost 8-2 and now you're losing 5-1 in one period. Watts is being pressured at the boards. Carter goes round, Eastwood taken down, but big hit on Keatley there as Brian went in on him. Hawkridge, Steelers pressure away. Hints, Hawkridge, Richards just wide, off goal. Keatley, it's 2-5. Steelrays will get a I don't know how you say it, a consolation goal late in the first, but they are not going to win this game. So it is 2-5 to the Steelers in one period. Steelers are like, oh no you're not doing your magical comeback. Royal. Steelers just want to go into this period break with the lead they've got, and then they can plan on what they're going to do in the second period. But Steelers have got space here. Well, nearly! And that will do the period. And the Steelers are 5-2 up after the first period here in Sheffield. Well, the second period is about to get underway, and the Steelers have a very comfortable lead after the first, but they need to take that into the second, and we are underway for the second period. Straight away, Max Carter showing the aggression that the Steelers have shown all game. Jordan. Oh, save made by Lamy. I think what the Dinnington Steelers want to do to the Steelrays, or their second team name is now the Rocks, it's not their main team name, but here in NHL they will have the R on their shirt. I think what the Dinnington Steelers want to do is just knock them out of the title race as early as possible, you know, get the big threat out of the way. The OIHL team did that really well, they're like 7 points clear of the Steelrays. How many games are they in? 14 games into the season now? Obviously we're playing game 2, game 3 is obviously tomorrow, and game 4 is on Sunday. But, you know, it's a good start. Brian, eyeing out goal. Watts was there at the goal, and still there for the Steelers if they can get it. And in the end, we're going to have to take an offside face-off, but it could have very easily been 6-2. Right there. Septon gets hit, but he'll get it back. Steelers have upgraded on offensive defensemen this season. Jordan McCarthy being one of them. And how good has he played? He's already on 5 goals. And we're going to get a charging call here on the Steelers. I don't really think it's charging though, because, you know, there's multiple players around the area, and the Steelrays player knows that Dexter Jones is coming towards him. Well, Steelrays have already got a power play goal. Another one would bring this game back to 2. Steelers would like to kill it off though, and getting it out of the zone early is the best thing to do. Ronsley getting pressured by Morgan Grice at the boards, and that's not what the Steelrays want to do, as they've let it out there. Richards, Holder, Scarlett Cooper gets it back. She was tricked in the play, but nothing to be said again from the referees. Jordan trying to Richards. He's played really well this game so far. Broken up by the Steelers, and they're just going to get it down the ice. 50 seconds. Jordan. Oh no! Jordan gave it away to Morgan Grice, and that's led to a small Steelers short-handed chance. And this Steelers PK has been really good. They have managed to kill off this penalty really well. And the penalty's coming down to an end. And the penalty's over, and Steelrays won't get a second power play goal. And it remains 2-5. And the Steelers would like to keep it that way. They'd like to extend on that. Make it 2-6, 2-7, or maybe even 2-8 again. Hawkridge, former Dinnington Steeler. Dean, it's goal, it's 3-5. And the Steelrays are clawing back into this, because now it's 3-5. And they're doing what they always do, a comeback. And from 5-1 down, it's now 5-3 to the Steelers. So it's a 2-goal game now, and the Steelers would like to make it a 3-goal game again. Sheehan, Steelers need to get aggressive. As much as the Steelrays fans are going, oh my god, we're doing a comeback, we're going to come back. No, you're not. You know, something will happen, like always, and the Steelers will go 6-3 up, and then you'll get mauled. Royal. And that was nearly the moment that I was just talking about there. Parr goes round, it's flicking, it was over the net. You can tell the Steelers are mad. Eastwood. McCarthy's in a good spot. Bit of a slow shot though. But McCarthy would score. When he revs up a shot, he's always going to score it. Parr. Played it from the side, it was a really good shot by Parr. Alfie Becks. Steelers have all eyes on him, so they know what he's going to do, so they hit him before he can even do anything. Septon. That's a trip, and it's a goal! Comeback over. Luca Royal has stopped the comeback. There was a delayed penalty anyway. There was a penalty coming up on the Steelrays, and the Steelers made them pay. You can see right there, there's the trip. Did the referee have their hand up in the air? I couldn't really see from the replay. But it is 6-3 to the Steelers. And the comeback is over for the Steelrays. They are not going to be coming back today. LeBanc is hit by Dexter, and that's got Dexter on a breakaway, and this could get from bad to worse. Good save by Saunders. It could have easily been 7-3 there, and that would have really ended the comeback. As I said a few minutes ago, something will happen to stop the Steelrays comeback, and we saw it right there. Carter just wide. Max Carter's set to be one of the best players in the league this year as well. Else. Hudson. Boami's got it, or yep, Boami had it. And Septon's going to bring the Steelers in here. Septon just to the side, no, it's gone in! I don't know how, but the Steelers have made it 7-3. It's the first goal for Alfie Septon. And the Steelers have a good lead again. And they are offside there. So, Steelrays brought it back to 5-3. The Steelers have now took it back to 7-3, which is a 4-goal lead. Yes, it is. So, it is back to what it were when it was 5-1. Because when it was 5-1 it was a 4-goal lead, and it's a 4-goal lead again. Sloan, McCarthy. Imagine if McCarthy gets a second hat-trick. 6 goals in 2 games. McCarthy! You get excited every time he's on the book. Eastwood being pressured. Bennett. Halloween is bringing the Steelrays through, and Lamy has made the save. Not long left in this second period. Steelers are up 7-3 here in Sheffield. Trying to make it 8, but they're going to have to settle for 7 in the second period. It is 7-3 after 2. Yeah, there was. The ref did have their hand up. So Steelrays did avoid a penalty there. Third and final period is about to get underway. Steelers lead by 7 goals to 3. We are underway for the third and final period. 8 plus 7 is 15. So Steelers are 15-5 at the moment, because Steelrays try to get something, and they've given the Steelers too much space, and Sanders will make the save, but the Steelrays gave the Steelers way too much space there. Fun fact, in 2024 the Dinnington Steelers won in Sheffield 8-3 against the Sheffield Rocks in Pride Night. They would love to do that again. And right now, the one goal off doing it again. Eastwood, still with Eastwood. Oh, what a pass! Oh, and it just went wide. Puck's still there though, and it's wide again. Steelers are looking dangerous right now. Oh, we're going to get a penalty on the Steelrays. We're going to get a slashing call on Ronsley. And the Steelers are going to get a power play now. Power play number 1 for the Steelers. They could have had a power play in the second period, but they scored on the delayed penalty. The Steelrays will attempt a short-handed chance. As much as you'd like to attempt a short-handed chance, it was really bad. One thing I really like about Dinnington this year is Dinnington's defence is a brilliant defence. Carter, Bryan, Steelers obviously beat the Steelrays. Oh, we're going to get a fight! And Charlie Lee Hawkridge is messing with the wrong person. You mess with Brian Forster, you find out. Not really an enforcer is Brian Forster, but you mess with him, you find out. And Lee Hawkridge is sat on his arse. And that's one thing you don't do with the Dinnington Steelers. You never challenge Brian Forster to a fight.
Here's a change.
You can challenge him to a fight in real life because he's bound to lose it, but in In the NHL game, you never fight with Brian Forster because he will batter you. It's been a while since we've had a Brian Forster fight, so I enjoyed that one. It's a goal! It is a power play goal! It is a Max Carter goal! And it is 8-3. Look at the move he did at the boards before he moved in and took his shot. And yet again, the Steelers have scored 8. Carter with his second of the game. Oh, and that's a really nice pass forward. There's another penalty coming up on the Steelrays here. We're going to get another slashing call, this time on Hintz. And the Steelrays are starting to lose their minds. Second penalty they've took. So the Steelers will get another power play, and they get a chance to make it 9-3. A familiar score with the Dinnington Steelers and Steelrays is 8-1, 9-0, 9-1, 8-3, 8-2. Whenever these meet, Dinnington just seems to batter the Steelrays every time. Steelers got back in time to stop Bex from taking it out. Good work by Walker there. Good work by the Steelers. They're making it hard for the Steelrays to get it out. And even now, the Steelrays do eventually get it out, but good work by the Steelers. Oh, it's flicking in the air. And we do have an injury. We're going to have to pause here. We did have an injury on the ice, so either that or there was an offside. I don't know why there was a sudden pause in play. Maybe the puck went out or something, but there was a Steelray on the ice injured and hurt. I can't really tell you who it was because I didn't get to see. Oh, what a pass, what a save. Max Carter setting plays up now. He's scored the play himself. He's now setting them up. Septon. He's going to bring the Steelers in. You were never going to get past that Steeler, were you? Septon. Big hit. Stu Dennick's onto it, and I forgot Stu Dennick even existed, to be honest. Carter. Watts. Good save by Saunders. Well, we have 11:38 left in the game, and the Steelers are 8-3 up. Oh, could have been there for Carter. He was waiting at the doorstep. What? Save again by Saunders. I did say to Joshua Hill the other day the Steelrays will get the odd win against Dinnington this season. So far, that hasn't happened, and I'm not planning on it to happen. Saunders has been really busy this period. And when I asked him, he said, really? And I said, yeah, because we're miles better, and we've shown it in these 2 games. Holder, oh, that was a really good play to try and get a tip. Steelers are pressuring right now, and they could make the Steelrays pay at any given moment. Steelers win that face-off, Rupp. Shot was blocked, and now it's gone out. Army makes the save at the other end, but doesn't feel he needs to hold on to it, and that's given the Steelers some energy. Steelers know all too well what Garrett's capable of. Well, we officially have empty seats here in the Sting Zone. It has emptied out. The building is empty, and Dinnington fans love to see it because they do it nearly every time they play them. Steelers are still looking for a 9th. They're still after that 9th goal. Steelrays are onto something here, and they've scored! Well done, you can score a goal. And I don't know why Max Mason needed to celebrate like that. It is 8-4. And the Steelers know all too well that they are still going to win the game. Max Mason, the player who was offered a contract by Dinnington. You turn it down, you find out, mate. This could have been you, by the way. If you had joined us, you could have been... Oh, and that's Charlie Lee Hawkridge's night over. He will be suspended after the game. In this league, if you break the glass, you get an automatic suspension. You know, you shouldn't have to. We have 6 minutes and 30 left in the game. I have 8 for the Steelrays. Steelers are still trying to make it 9. These two teams will meet again at the end of November. Steelers have got an insane home run starting soon, where they basically play about, I think, 7 home games in a row. Could very easily cement them at the top of the league by all of that. I hope it does. Getting aggressive now. Another big hit, and the Steelers are mauling players. And now look what that's led to. And all the hits have led to a goal. And of course, the stream has decided to freeze. Don't know why, but the Steelers have got a 9th. The Steelers were so physical before this goal, and the final hit led to the Owen Walker finish, and it is 9-4. Saved by Lamy as the Steelrays want a 5th. You can see all the Dinnington Steelers fans stood up and cheering in the crowd still. They liked that goal. And their fans are chanting, "We want 10." The Steelers have got about 3 minutes to get a 10th goal. Watts went away from the goal. Steelers are going to hold up. Steelers are back in the play. Bryan just wide. Eastwood. Carter looking for the hat-trick. Saved by Saunders. As we are in the final minute of the game now. Steelers are getting physical, and we are now in the final minute of the game. It's not been a great game for the Steelrays yesterday and today. They have lost 8-2 yesterday. They are losing 9-4 today. But if this is a sign of things to come for the Steelrays this season, we're all for it. .20 seconds to go. in the game. Steelrays tried to form a comeback when it was 5-1 to 5-3, but the Steelers ended it and then took control. Save made by Saunders again. You can hear the crowd booing the Steelrays. They are not happy. And these two games for the Dinnington Steelers have literally said to the Steelrays, welcome to the league, we're the Dinnington Steelers and we're going to be your worst nightmare. Final face-off of the game. That will do it. It is a 4-point start for the Steelers. For the Steelrays, if you want to find them in the table, you've got to look all the way to the bottom. And the Steelers have won this game by 9 goals to 4.